Gemini, right? Gemini. Spirits, angels, guides. What messages do you have for my Geminis? Gemini. Ooh, Cancer. I didn't even mean to disrespect y'all like that. I'm gonna keep it real with you. My bad. I ain't got no issue with you. You know what I'm saying? Please just let me. Cancers, right? I'm bogus as hell. Let me switch these cards. It's these cards, y'all. Give me 1 second. I'm switching decks. There you go. Spirit, what messages do you have for my Cancers for March 2021? Cancers, March 2021. You guys are changing your life. You're doing something. You're making a judgment about something. What's going on with my Cancers? What's going on with my Cancers? You're judging the situation. You're trying to see if it's for you. You're being called to do something. What's going on with my Cancers? You're definitely paying attention to the details about a certain situation. You're making it could be a financial decision. You've been weighing out like what you do in a situation or how to pay for something. How does this person feel about Cancer? This person feels like you're very defensive, Cancer. Like you could feel like you do no wrong at all. This person thinks you're defensive. You think they need to make a decision on how something gets paid or how, you know what I'm saying? It's like you see them weighing out their options too. And you're defensive about that. It's like you feel like you should make your own decisions for some reason. What is the outcome? Like you can feel like this person is making their own decisions for some reason. Bottom of the deck. I see you. Be careful with the money you spend. Cancer. You might need to be defensive in a situation in which you don't need to be financially supporting somebody. Cancer. But this person sees you as defensive. I don't know about what, but they just do. I feel like you're judging the way you feel manipulated in a situation. Or it could be the fact that you feel like you don't talk to this person enough. You're making judgments based off of that. You're also making judgments on what you feel like you don't have all the resources in. Like you feel like you could be lacking something. Whether it be the love in the situation, the action, the truth, the finances, the home. This person finds you as very defensive. You see them as making some type of decision. Like you see them weighing out their options. What's going on? What is my person? Well, how does Cancer feel about this? You feel like you have to. You feel like you have to weigh out your options. This person feels like they need to be defensive, or that you're being defensive. You could. You could also feel like this person doesn't show you enough affection for some reason. You can feel like this person is pulling back how they feel, or they can't decide on how to feel about like you weighing out your own options. What is the Seven of Wands doing here for how they feel? What is your Seven of Wands doing here for how they feel? For some of you, they're defensive about a car situation, or they feel like you are. Like it could feel like you're being defensive about like not being able to move around, or whatever it is about a car situation. Doesn't have to be. It could also feel like you're being defensive about like not being able to move forward in some type of way, like you feel stuck because of some type of negativity. What's the outcome? What is the outcome? I see you moving, but watch how much you spend on this move. You could also feel like somebody is really going through some type of financial strife for some reason. Like, why don't you have your shit together yet? Or da 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 da. What is the outcome? I mean, what's their overall energy for this read? What is their overall energy for this read? So there might be a situation in which you grew up with somebody for a while as well. You might feel like you don't know how to feel about a certain situation, or you might feel like you guys are the connection is weakening between the two of you. I don't know why that is. What is this Two of Cups doing here? Tell me more. You could have walked away at some point, but then you overthought why you walked away. It's like you were in your head, like, damn, walking away really hurt my feelings. But you really didn't say it. It's like you had all these emotions that you brought up inside and you didn't say it. You didn't say how you felt about a certain situation. You're making judgments on what you don't have in your life, right? I feel like that's good. I feel like this is allowing you to make certain financial decisions, but it's really telling you to toughen up in some kind of way, right? The disadvantage is you might have to defend yourself about like not being able to move around. You know, there's certain reasons why you can't move around, right? People feel like you're being very defensive about not being able to move around. But you need to be careful about like spending so much that you, when you move, it drains you financially. I see that you're thinking about walking away. You're thinking about walking away from a connection that you feel like you're not really, you're not able to see how you feel about a situation. Marsh. It's like you don't want to listen to somebody. You don't want to listen to anybody about the situation. You're having a hard time starting new ways of acting. Like you might have the same habits that you had before, and that might be bothering you. I feel like you're being judged on that, and I feel like you might feel like you're being manipulated or that you don't have control in your own life right now. And it feels like you're judging your own situation. Like, why don't I have control in my life? Why am I overthinking walking away from a situation where somebody doesn't love me? This could also be like you grew up with somebody for a while, or it could be somebody that you've known for a while. It could be a sibling, could be a mom, could be somebody that you like, a best friend that you're having a hard time walking away from. But I feel like you need to watch your intentions as well on what you know about a situation. It feels like you know certain things, but it's like if that's the case, then why don't you want to follow somebody else's lead? It's like you have bad intentions based off of what you know. And it's like you don't want to follow somebody else's lead because of that. You might have felt like either somebody hasn't apologized or somebody hasn't really expressed how they felt in regards to leaving a situation that you feel like you can't really receive on the other end of. But you also might feel like you have been trying to get a lot back in regards to like your friend group, like your friends have been relaxing you, but it's like you haven't really cut somebody off yet, or you haven't cut the shit that you do out. I feel like you are very much trying to hold in there in regards to how you feel to yourself, but it's like you haven't picked a direction. You damn sure haven't picked the action on what you want to do. Why? Because you can feel as though this was a bad investment that makes you feel unappreciated and recognize that really hasn't come to the forefront yet. It's like you're done putting effort into a certain situation, or you don't want to work on something, or you might even feel like you don't have all the knowledge to have a certain job yet, right? You're definitely overthinking walking away from a situation. Why? Because you were so close to somebody. Could have been a best friend, could have been your sister, brother, mother, auntie, cousin. Could have been somebody you thought you were going to be with. But I feel like you're overthinking walking away. Like, oh, this is ridiculous. I shouldn't have to walk away. And it could be because you don't feel like you have control of your life, or it's like you're being called to see where in your life you don't have control. You might be feeling like you're manipulated, or you might be judging the situation like, are you trying to play me? What is are you not trying to let me have any leeway? People see that you're very defensive about not being able to move around. Like you might be defensive about a car situation and leaving or something like that. Like just chill out. Chill out. Dead ass. I don't know what it is, but whatever is taken from you financially, you might feel unappreciated and feel like things is delaying your happiness because of it. But I feel like you're hanging in there. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't see you going away too far. I just feel like whatever the situation is, you could be dealing with somebody who ain't got it like that. And I do see you moving or this person moving, you know? It's like this person can't finance you, so they're moving. Some of you, I don't know. Could be dealing with a fire sign. I see you, Earth. But I feel like, yeah, you need to really be watching your P's and Q's about like why you can't move around like that. It's as though you feel like you don't have the transportation you need to be able to move forward, and you're defensive about that. Like, I can't go anywhere I want to go. It's pissing me off. I don't know. I don't know. Be careful about like what's taken from you financially. Like, you might be putting your money into everything, everything. But you're overthinking walking away. You haven't did it yet, but you're overthinking it. Why? I see you moving, but I feel like wherever you move into, you need to be careful about like that take a lot for you to pay for. That took a lot. It took a lot. It could be really draining your finances. Hmm. Yeah, I do see that. You might feel some of you guys aren't even committed to this person. You're being very defensive about like why you can't leave and why you can't move around. Chill out. Ain't nobody trying to manipulate you, Cancer. You have control of your life, but you need to be able to make your own decisions. You might be feeling like you're manipulated by somebody who can't decide on how they feel about like not being able to move around and leave. You might be letting somebody else's insecurities push themselves onto you. And it's like you're judging like this decision you've been making financial, but it's like you're defensive about like somebody not putting in or like somebody who ain't got it like that in general. It's like, yeah, you're trying to nurture the situation. You're giving a fuck, but it's like you're making decisions that put you in better financial positions. But be careful about your spending or like a lack of support. Could be family, don't have to be. But I see success. You need to really be over. It's like you're overthinking walking away from a situation. You were so close to somebody, so close, and it's like as close as you were. Should you walk away? That's racking your brain. It's racking your brain. I don't know what it is, but it's like you're defensive about being able to move around too because of the situation. I don't know. I don't know. You guys are really hanging in there, but it's like in this month, for some reason, you're really thinking about walking away. I don't know why. Be careful with like the idea that you probably don't have a car or a situation in which your car could be, you know what I'm saying, something can happen that you're very defensive about. Or like you might feel like you can't move around in your situation for some reason. And that's like, okay, I should be able to do this. So I should be able to move forward in this way. I shouldn't have to argue with you about like, let's chill out. Cancer. You're the thing about it is you don't really have to overthink leaving the situation, but I feel like you'd rather argue than to get some stuff done. Cancer. Like what are you arguing for? For what? You're overthinking leaving a situation which was close to somebody. But it's like you're judging them not having it like that. And you're also you're being miscommunicated about a move, or you might feel lied to about moving or whatever this is. And I don't know, I feel like you might feel lied to about like where somebody's going or somebody's leaving to, or just chill out. You don't have to keep tabs on nobody. And I feel like that's why you overthink and walking away. You get to this mentally and emotionally. Like you just put it out there. Tell them what you think, you tell them what you feel, and it's like if that's the case, then why do you feel like you're disconnected? Why do you feel like after all you telling people how you feel that they just don't care? That pisses you off. It really tells you that because you guys are emotional creatures, right? You feel like you guys should definitely understand where I'm coming from because I'm trying to be mature about how I say it. But it's like, as mature as you being, do you have to put your emotions into it? And it's like, do you put your emotions into the way you speak? And it's like, if that's the case, do you feel like people take advantage of that? And if that's the case, then why do you feel defensive about not being able to move around? It's like you want somebody to tell you exactly why you can't move around. You can't. You don't have to stay in a situation. But I feel like, yo, it's about the fact that you'd rather fight and argue about it than just be mature and just pull back. I feel like you're trying that. I feel like you're trying to learn how to put your emotions to the side and be more logical with how you speak. Because to be honest, I feel like the emotion shit ain't working. It's not working at all. I feel like, if anything, you're trying to be more action oriented and you're trying to pull back your emotions so that you can make certain financial decisions. Be careful about like being defensive about like why you can't leave situations. Somebody doesn't have to provide you with any finances, but also you might feel like somebody's taking from you too. Like, I can't really pay for that. Or I can't really see why you don't have it like that again. And now you finna leave or da 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 da. I don't know, Cancer. You tell me. You tell me. The fuck if I know. Either way, you're overthinking the situation in which you want to walk away. But if you want to walk away, why haven't you just did it yet? It's like before you move, you just have to have a guarantee on how somebody feels. That's not a real thing, Cancer. If you know how you feel and you get mad when people tell you how you feel, how you want to do that to somebody else? It's like you want that emotional fulfillment with how you speak. That's not everybody thinks like that. I don't know why you think they do, but they just don't. So I don't know. That's what I'm saying for you guys. If you have a new job situation, be careful with how much you get paid, or be careful with the lack of support that you feel with that. I feel like you're going to be making decisions to better your money, and it could come with like some type of creative idea. Some of you, like you guys, might either start something that could make you money on the fly, some type of hustle. Don't have to be, but yeah, I'm hoping that you guys look further into where you're going because this is like it's like you're fighting something, but it's like you're really just fighting yourself because if you don't feel as close to somebody as you're used to, why the fuck are you fighting it? It's like you overthink and walk away. We was cool, but I don't know if I should. It's up to you. It's up to you. Nobody is going to make you stay in a situation. Cancer, chill out. I'm gonna holler with y'all later. Y'all be smooth. Literally.